Hi dolls, welcome to another video. Today is not a fun one. Today is I just had the worst night I've had in a very long time, and we're gonna get into it. So I had gotten invited to a club by someone I know, and so I went, Keys, Paris at night. It's a West Hollywood club, but not the gay West Hollywood, the other West Hollywood, the close to Beverly Hills West Hollywood. And there is a difference. If you live in LA, you know there's a difference. There's the gay West Hollywood, where all the gays and the dolls go, and it is just normal. And then there's the West Hollywood, where you gotta have had your surgery if you want to go there as a doll. You don't want to go there. And it's not even like me being fucking trans mad. It's like they will treat you like dirt. They will treat you like dirt if you have even the littlest bit of clockwafina. Like, I had gone there months ago prior to FFS. Bitch, they did not let me in. They did not let me in. They didn't want me to come in. They said it's gonna be $100. They said it's gonna be $100. That's all they said. They didn't say the sir part, but it'll be funnier if they go, they said it's $100, sir. And I was like, no. They would not let me in. And now they let me in. Now come on in. Enjoy yourself. No, you don't pay to get in. Just skip the line. Come on in. Shout out to them. They're cool or whatever. I don't know if that is cool. It's not them. It's whoever they got at the door. So, don't get mad at the establishment. Get mad at the person at the door. Some young guy who does not fuck with the dolls. You don't like the dolls. Anyways, so I went in and I was having a good time. It was cool. I was enjoying myself. I got invited to an after party. So I was excited. It was cool. I'm going to go to this after party. And I came. And, what I got told was that it was a penthouse party. Right? Like a big penthouse. Lots of people are going to be there. It's not. It was not a penthouse, first of all. Not at all. It was a nice apartment with 2 floors. It was a good apartment. But it was not a penthouse. By any means. By any means at all. If this was a penthouse, my car is a school bus. Okay? That's what we're talking about. If you're saying this is your big penthouse party, my car is a school bus with 3 people in it. That's the best comparison. Because it was not a party. It was, we can say kickback. We can say kickback conservatively. Maybe a kickback. I'll give it that. 15 people or whatever. It was a little gathering. It was a gathering of people in an apartment. But no shade. Forget the shade. Okay? No shade up here. Yep. See that light shining on me? No shade. So, whatever. I was like, you know what? I'm here. I'm going to enjoy the experience, and we'll see how it goes. So I was meeting cool girls. I was doing little talking, hello. Had a glass of wine or whatever. Just chilling, bobilling. And then I walk out to the balcony. And this is where the antagonist of this story comes into play. A girl in jean shorts, alright? And a black t-shirt, a big baggy black t-shirt. Dress how you want. No shade. Pose me over. Okay? And she says 2 things. Immediately, one after the other. She goes, "You're so pretty. Can I give you a piece of critical feedback?" And, that's an odd thing to say. Now, mind you, my gut, okay? When you get a gut feeling about a person, sometimes you feel a little uneasy, sometimes you feel a little off. Well, my gut, the sensation, have you ever sniffed sour milk, right? You're expecting some warm milk, or not warm milk, just you're expecting some fresh milk, and you sniff it, and it is sour. That's the vibe. That was her aura. The aura of sour milk. Okay? I don't know how to explain it, but I wanted to throw up just being in her presence. And it's not from anything she did. It was just, I've never had such a negative gut feeling about anyone in my life. And I'm okay, not in my life. In my life, sure, I've met some scary, but in the past few years, it was bad. And I was a little bit caught off guard by, like, you want to give me critical feedback? Like, at some... Ooh. At a kickback? Like, really? Like, really? 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 I'm so sorry. Something's very wrong with me. It's very embarrassing. I hope no one's gonna see this. And, okay. I was like, alright. I was like, what is it? And she was like, your boots do not go with your dress at all. Like, and she was like, and I just gotta tell you, like, they don't. And, like, I'm sorry, but, like, in what world is that how we interact with one another? Like, I'm so sorry, I don't know you. This is the first thing you're saying to me, but I don't respond. And the boots don't go with the dress. It's true. So, whatever. I'm like, maybe she's just weird. Alright. Then, she comes up close. She goes, can I ask you something? She goes, are you a doll? And, you know, I should have just said no. Like, right? Like, I didn't want to lie, though. So I was like, yeah. You know? Because, like, did I just get clocked? Did I just get fucking clocked? I didn't just get clocked. I got clocked. I got clocked. I was looking like a brick. I think it was my voice. Anyways, I wasn't talking like that. I was talking how I talk now, if not even more girly. But I was like, yeah. And I was like, just don't make a big deal out of it. It's personal, so I don't really want to talk about it. But, yeah. And so this is where the story develops. So there was a dress. One of the guys whose place it was wanted me to try on this Chrome Hearts dress. I guess he wanted to give it away. Really, he just wanted to see me in this fucking dress, which is weird. I thought he was giving it to me. He wasn't. It said Deadly Doll on it. It was so nice. It was a nice dress. And she comes in and I'm trying on the dress and it accentuates the girls. It really made them look good. And everyone, like, not everyone, but the people in the room, him, the guy, you know, I went in the other room to change. And my friend who was there were like commenting, they're like, oh, your boobs look so good. And then this girl comes in, she was like, you know what I can flex? I can flex that mine are big and they're real. Right? And my friend's like, wait, can I see you in the dress again? And then that girl walks back in and she was like, oh, it says doll on it. That's funny because she's a doll. And I said, okay, like, cut out. But I said, you know what I love? When you share something personal with someone and they just go and tell your business to everyone, and then this girl has the audacity to be like, oh, am I being autistic? Oh, well, I'm on the like, girl, that has nothing to do with autism. This is who you are as a person, okay? The reason you give a sour milk aura is because this is how you treat people. This is how you are. This is who you are. Your actions are who you are, and who you are is someone who outs people and talks behind their back and is in constant competition and just wants to tear other girls down. I didn't say all that. All I said was that I love, and she was like, am I being autistic? And I was like, nope. And she was like, I should go. I was like, yeah. And she was like, no, but and I was like, no, that's not what this is. And then she was like, should I go? And I was like, yes. And she did go. So I guess I had a particular level of just fucking ferocity in that moment. Or she knew she fucked up. Like, probably a mix of both. You know, like, I'm not the type to, like, fight a bitch. You know, like, that's just not me. Especially as a trans girl. Like, mind you, trans women, I have so little testosterone that I'm a lot weaker than cis girls. Like, I'm not... Like, mind you, I'd get my ass kicked. Like, I'd get my ass beat. But even if I was strong, I'm not the type to fight a girl. And so, like, it was so upsetting. And everyone was weird. And everyone was awkward. And everyone was uncomfortable. And two guys brought me aside separately. One of them was, like, made this whole thing about how he wanted to give me the dress. But then he's not on that spectrum. The spectrum meaning the homosexuality spectrum. Because I guess it's a spectrum now. Is sexuality a spectrum? I don't know. But what I do know is that was some bullshit. That was some bull honky, cracker wonky, Dunkin' Donuts on a Sunday ass shit. That's what that was. And it was so fucking upsetting because she went around spreading my fucking business like a wildfire. And he told me this whole story about how he went on this date with this girl and he really liked her and he was about to have sex with her and he couldn't even tell that she was a trandol, a dolly, a Danny, that she was a dranny, but I was it with a D. Don't censor me, YouTube. And even after seeing her pussy, and she told him, and it shocked his sensibilities. And that was traumatizing to him because he's a down low man, of course. And down low men have these whole traumatizing stories about how they almost had sex with a beautiful trans woman. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on, my lesbians. It sucked. And another guy brought me aside. And he was like, just so you know, like, we love everybody here, so you're good. And I was so fucking mad. Because this bitch aired out my shit to fucking everyone. And I didn't get outwardly mad. I didn't show any emotion. I tried to stay calm. But I was fucking fuming. I was fuming on the inside. Like, I was so unbelievably fucking angry. Because she just went around showing my shit. And then, mind you, a girl who I know there, like, who I'd become friends with, who I'd met there, was like, yeah, she was showing us pictures of you earlier in your transition. And she was like, did you have blonde hair? And I did have blonde hair. And so, either, one of two things happened. Either, one, she somehow got my Instagram from someone cut out, but either she got my Instagram from someone else there, found my other socials, and went and found old transition pics, or she'd already seen pictures, videos, stuff I'd posted in the past and was showing it. And my socials aren't that big, end of the day. Like, you know, like, maybe it's like 4,000 something on YouTube, like a couple thousand on TikTok. Like, they're not that big to where, like, you know, where she probably already knows them. But also, I didn't give her my Instagram, so somehow she found it. It wouldn't be the first time it's happened, but it's rare. It's rare in real life. It's rare in real life that people ever know about my YouTube or know about the things I post or know, like, you know about the internet stuff that I do. So I don't know how she got those pictures, but she was showing pictures of me from when I was in college with blonde hair, and I looked clocky as fuck, you know, and it was just so upsetting. And mind you, I wasn't the only doll at this party, right? She just decided to out me, and everyone started being weird, and I found out from my friend that, like, they're all weird, calling me he and shit behind my back, and it's just so fucking humiliating, and so upsetting, and, you know, I want to make a big joke out of it, but it's really not that funny at all. It's actually really terrible, and it just, like, it just sucks. It sucks. Because people will literally, like, be so fucking fake to your face. And, like, they'll be so fucking fake. And they'll just treat you like fucking shit just because of your fucking existence. And it's like, you know, it's whatever. Like, who fucking cares? But, like, it's so upsetting. And I don't have anyone to vent to about this who will understand. You know? Like, and I tried to explain it to my friend, and she didn't get it. At all. I mean, she did. She got that that's not cool, and she was like, yeah, fuck her. But it's like one of the most private, intimate details. Like, if you're cisgender and watching this, imagine if, like, I don't know, Like, let's say you're bisexual or whatever, and that's not something you're gonna share with everybody. Imagine if someone went around and was like, oh, they're bisexual, they're bi, they're a fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so not okay. It's so not okay. And it's just so, like, I don't even know, like, this is an insane video where I go through, like, where I act all crazy and shit, but it's like, it's so shitty. It's so shitty. Like, it is so fucking shitty. You know? And it's so upsetting. It's such a sour milk thing to do. Alright? Like, ugh. It's just terrible. Like, it's just terrible. And I just want to be treated like any other girl. And so the fact that I was, like, getting called out and made fun of and, like, excluded because of something that I can't help was so awful. You know, overall, I'm realizing, like, I just shouldn't have told her. But I hate that I live in a world where who I am is such a, you know, such a big deal to people. It's such a terrible thing. You know, like, I know it's not, but where it gets treated like it is. And I guess on one hand, you know, I'm grateful that, you know, my experience will be one where I can immediately filter out superficial, shitty people, you know, to an extent, I guess. Right? Because, like, you know, anyone who's transphobic is not someone I'd want to be friends with, not someone I'd want to associate with, but there's no way to express this unless you're someone who is trans. There's no way to, like, that same guy who was like, oh yeah, it's all love around here, he hugged every girl as everyone was leaving, except for me. Invited every girl out to another club, except for me. And no one was talking to me, no one was nice. Like, it was just terrible. And, like, it was just awful. And so I left, of course, but you know? Anyways, thank you for watching my crazy ass. This is my first video in a while. If you want to see more of me, check out, subscribe, like the video, comment. That all helps out a ton. Yeah, no, follow my other socials. I'll put them at the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.